Hello. Am I audible to everyone? Yes. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First of all, wish you happy new year to all. भगवान करे अगला साल तुम्हारा बहुत अच्छा जाए, तरक्की करो तुम।
सर इसी साल में
हाँ जी।
इसी साल में तरक्की करें हम।
हाँ, इसी साल में तरक्की करो। तरक्की करो, पास हो जाओ अच्छे मार्क्स से, और क्या, पढ़ाई करो। चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। पेज नंबर 186 पे आ जाओ।
सर, जो आपने सम्स करवाया था चौथा वाला, उसमें टैली नहीं हो रहा है, बैलेंस से टैली नहीं हो रहा है।
समझाओ। रोहन, रोहित, सचिन।
हाँ सर।
देख, विक्रम ने आंसर दे दिया, टैली हो रहा है उसका। विक्रम, टैली हो रहा है क्या? टैली हो गया, यस। विक्रम, देखो विक्रम ने आंसर लिखा है। जस्ट yes. At what amount it got tally? 482500. Okay. Isha, please note down this answer. 48,000, 4,82,500.
लाइबिलिटी साइड में नहीं हो रहा है सर, मैंने देखा। एसेट साइड इतना ही आया है,
Okay.
लाइबिलिटी साइड का अमाउंट।
Vikram, Vikram, do one thing. Take the photo of your answer and share it in group. Okay. And you just cross check where you are lagging, where you are wrong.
ओके सर।
Now you come to question number 5, the last problem of retirement. After that, we will start death of the partner. Tick mark as an important. Tick mark this problem as an important. Question number 5, page number 186. Are you ready? Shah, Lodha, and Dhole were partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 3. So there were three partners, Shah, Lodha, and Dhule, or they were sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 3. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2019 is given below. So one small balance sheet has given to you, and below the balance sheet there are few adjustments. I'm I'm starting with adjustment part. On 1st April 2019, Mr. Lodha retired from the business. Wow. So who got retired? Mr. Lodha. Mr. Lodha retired, right? What would be the new ratio? If Mr. Lodha got retired from the business, then what would be the new ratio?
4:3।
Yes, 4 to 3. Barabar. The simple rule to calculate new ratio is partner which got retired cancel their ratio. This is the simple way, simple method to calculate new ratio in retirement is cancel the retiring partner ratio. So if you cancel 3, then new ratio would be 4 is to 3. Okay. Now, first adjustment. See the first adjustment. Goodwill is to be valued at an average profit and loss of the last 5 years, which were as follows. So in this particular problem, we have to calculate amount of goodwill. They have not given you directly. Okay, they have not given you directly, they have given you indirectly, they have given you some information. So on that basis we will calculate the amount of goodwill. How to calculate the amount of goodwill? As I told you in admission, I remember I have already taught you this concept in admission. If goodwill is not given directly, then we have to calculate the amount of goodwill on the basis of average profit. क्योंकि गुडविल जो होता है ना वो प्रॉफिट होता है. गुडविल का मतलब क्या? रेप्यूटेशन. रेप्यूटेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी. So when you will get reputation, if you are earning profit, then you have only reputation. If you are not earning profit, then you don't have a reputation. That's why you are not earning profit. If you have profit, it means you have reputation. Due to your reputation, you are earning profit. Am I right? Just because of your reputation, just because of your brand, just because of your good image, you are earning profit. If you don't have good image, if you don't have brand, then you will not earn profit. Simple. So goodwill always calculate on the basis of profit. Remember this thing. Goodwill always calculate on the basis of profit. But which profit? Current year profit, previous year profit, last 2 years profit, last 3 years profit. So it depends upon the situation, or it depends upon the business. Here they have given you 5 years profit. See, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So here in the question they have given you 5 years profit. So we will take average. We will not consider goodwill for 2015 profit, or we cannot consider goodwill for 2019 profit. We have to take average. And how to take average? Simple. Plus all the years profit divide by number of year, plus all the years profit divide by number of year. I'm showing you how to calculate goodwill on the basis of average profit. See, calculation of goodwill on average profit by average profit. Okay, calculation of goodwill by average profit. How to calculate goodwill by average profit? So simple. The simple way is take total of all the years profit. So we have profit for 5 years. So how to calculate average profit? So average profit is equal to 35,000 plus 20,000, okay, plus 30,000, right, plus 20,000 and plus 25,000. Okay, so 35, 20, 30, 20 and 25. So I have taken 5 years profit divide by number of years, and number of year is 5. 5 years है ना, 1 2 3 4 5. So tell me the total. What is the total? What is the total? Tell me.
1,30,000.
1,30,000. Sure. Yes, 1,30,000 is the correct answer. So 1,30,000 divided by 5. Tell me the answer. 1,30,000 divided by 5.
26,000.
26,000. Sure. So answer is 26,000. Okay. So this is called average profit. This is called average profit. And for goodwill, we have to take average profit. So what will be the goodwill amount? If your average profit is 26,000, it means goodwill is also 26,000, because our goodwill should be valued on the basis of average profit. And our average profit is 26,000, and that's why our goodwill amount is also 26,000. Is that clear? Any doubt? Any doubt till now? Then let me know, please, fast. Any doubt? Yes, dear. Any doubt? Please let me know. Clear concept? If goodwill is not given directly, then how to calculate the amount of goodwill? On the basis of average profit. Clear? Should I move further? Please say yes or no. Don't remain neutral.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, fine. So goodwill is done. Now the second is computer to be depreciated by 10%. So tick mark computer. Furniture to be revalued at 27,500. Tick mark furniture. Vehicle appreciated by 20%. Tick mark vehicle. RDD was no longer necessary. Tick mark dater. Shah and Dhole will share profit and loss in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Oh, ho, 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 ho. What does it mean? It means here in the problem, they have given you new profit sharing ratio as well. So new profit sharing ratio is not 4 is to 3. New profit sharing ratio is 2 is to 1. Why? Because it is given you in the problem. So don't take 4 is to 3. If it is not given, then we would have then we would have taken 4 is to 3. If it was not given, then we would have taken 4 is to 3. But it is given. It is given. See, new profit sharing ratio is given 2 is to 1. So you have to take 2 is to 1. You cannot take 4 is to 3. Am I clear with this? So here the new profit sharing ratio is given to you. That is 2 is to 1. Okay. And if new profit sharing ratio is given to you, it means in this problem, you have to calculate gain ratio. Why? Because when you distribute, when you goodwill write off between between new partner, you have to take gain ratio. तुमको यहाँ पे gain ratio लेना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? In admission, there was sacrifice ratio. If you remember, in admission there was sacrifice ratio, the concept of sacrifice ratio. But in retirement, there will be a gain ratio. यहाँ पे कौन सा ratio होगा बेटा? Gain ratio होगा. Because it is retirement, one partner will retire. So if one partner will retire, then whatever profit uh, will be earned by business, that will be enjoyed by only two partners. So their profit will increase in future. बराबर ना. Earlier they were distributed among the three partners. Now they will distribute only between two partners, so they will gain na. The share of retiring partner will enjoy by continue partner in future. So that's why we have to calculate gain ratio. That's why we have to calculate gain ratio. समझ में आया. एक पार्टनर के रिटायर होने की वजह से दूसरे जो दो पार्टनर है वो फ्यूचर में प्रॉफिट ज्यादा एंजॉय करेंगे. समझ में आया. इसलिए अपने को कौन सा रेशियो ढूंढना पड़ेगा. सो इन दैट सिनारियो वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट विच रेशियो. गेन रेशियो. लेट्स कैलकुलेट गेन रेशियो. ओके, let's calculate gain ratio. Now, how to calculate gain ratio? Do you know the formula of gain ratio? First, we have old ratio, right? Yes, sir. We have old ratio. What is the old ratio? Old ratio क्या है हमारा? 4:3:3. Okay. What is the new ratio? The new ratio is 2:1. Okay. So now calculate gain ratio, because we have to write off goodwill between the old partner in gain ratio. So calculation of gain ratio. Calculation of gain ratio. Okay. Now, how to calculate gain? What is the formula of gain ratio? Do you know what is the formula of gain ratio? I have already taught you the formula of gain ratio. Now I want answer from your side.
New ratio minus old ratio.
New ratio minus old ratio. Very good. The formula is new ratio minus old ratio. This is the formula. Calculation of gain ratio is new ratio minus old ratio. Okay. Now tell me, what is the new ratio? So we have to calculate partner wise, right? So who got retired? Who got retired? Lodha got retired, right? So remaining partner is Shah. So gain ratio. Calculate the gain ratio of Shah. Shah's gain ratio. So new ratio minus old ratio. What is the new ratio of Shah? The new ratio is 2:1. So can I say 2/3 minus what was the old ratio of Shah? 4/10. Am I right? Yes, sir. So the new ratio of Shah is 2:3, where old ratio of Shah was 4:10. Clear? Okay. Now you know the concept, right? You know the formula. If between the ratio, if there is a minus sign, then we have to equal denominator. Your denominator should be equal. See here, denominator is 3, denominator is 10, and it is not equal. So first we have to equal our denominator. Then only we can minus. Without equaling denominator, we cannot minus. Okay. So first equal denominator. How will you equal denominator? How will you equal denominator? Maths wale answer de. Please. My question to math student Upadhyay. How will you equal denominator? I want my denominator equal. Then how will you equal my denominator? Yes, please answer. Anjali, you say. Anjali, you answer. How will you equal the denominator? Huh? Yes, Anjali, you answer. How will you equal denominator? Denominator, yeah. See here 3. Here is 10. So multiply 3 with 10 and multiply 10 with 3. Barabar? When you multiply, you have to multiply with numerator as well as denominator. You cannot multiply only with denominator. You have to multiply with numerator also. So when you multiply 10 into 2, it will be 20. 10 threes are 30 minus 3 into 4, 12. And 10 threes are 30. See, now my denominator is equal. Now my denominator is equal. Now you can minus. So take common. Your denominator is equal, right? So we will take 30 common and 20 minus 12. 20 minus 12, how much? 8.
8.
Okay. So your ratio is 8 upon 30. This is the gain ratio of Shah. Now we will calculate gain ratio of, who is the next partner? Shah done. Yeah, Dhole. So calculate the gain ratio of Dhole. I want you to calculate. I want you to calculate and let me know the answer. What is the gain ratio of Dhole? Gain ratio of Dhole. Calculate and let me know the answer. Same rule. New ratio minus old ratio. The same rule will be applicable. New ratio minus old ratio. What is the new ratio of Dhole? 1 upon 3. What is the old ratio of Dhole? 3 upon 10. Again, now again the denominator is not common. So first we will equal our denominator. Okay. So multiply with 10, multiply with 3. Numerator as well as denominator. As I told you, you cannot multiply with only denominator. You have to multiply with numerator also. So when you multiply 10 into 1, the answer is 10. When you multiply 10 into 3, the answer is 30. 3 threes are 6. 10 threes are 30. Now 30, 30 common. So take common. 30 and 10 minus 6. The answer is 4. So what is the gain ratio of Dhole? 4 upon 30. What was the gain ratio of क्या था Shah? What was the gain ratio of Shah? 8 upon 3. Right? So 8 upon 30. Sorry. It is 8 upon
सर वहाँ पे 6 नहीं 9 आएगा ना?
where? कहाँ पे?
हम लोग इंटू किए 10 से 3.
Yeah. My mistake. Wait, it's 9. 3 is a 9. So 10 minus 1, 10 minus 9, 1, right? So it is 1 upon 30. So now we got gain ratio of both the partner. So gain ratio is, what was the gain ratio of Shah? It is 8 upon 30, right? Yes. Shah ka tha 8 upon 30. और इसका कितना है बच्चा 1/30. 30 is common. The ratio would be 8:1. This is the gain ratio of Shah and Dhole. Did you understand how to calculate gain ratio? Sir, why did we calculate gain ratio? Because we have to distribute, we have to write off our goodwill in gain ratio. Sir, in earlier problem, we did not write off goodwill in gain ratio because in earlier problem, there was no new ratio. In this problem, they have given you new ratio. And as I told you, in the problem, if they have given new ratio, then you have to calculate sacrifice ratio or gain ratio. So you have to just check whether new ratio is given in the problem or not. If it is not given, then take your old ratio as your gain ratio, or sorry, new ratio as your gain ratio. But if it is given, then you have to calculate gain ratio by applying this method. Now clear? अब समझ में आया? अच्छा, for that you do one thing, take one note. So in your exam it will help you. Take one note, okay? I'm dictating you one note, so take it down. I think I have given note in admission, right? Admission में note दिया था ना इसका? Yes or no? खाली retirement में दूं कि दोनों का note चाहिए? First take retirement. First take for retirement. Okay. In retirement, goodwill should be written off. Goodwill should be written off between new partners. Goodwill should be written off between new partners in gain ratio. This note will also help you in MCQ. In objective 101%. One objective will definitely come from this note. Okay, so what did you write? In retirement, goodwill should be written off. Goodwill should be written off between new partner in gain ratio. In gain ratio. Okay. Now, next is how to calculate gain. Okay, gain ratio हो गया. Then write note. ऐसा लिखो note. If in the problem, new ratio is not given. If in the
सर फिर से बोलिए.
if in the problem new ratio is not given, if in the problem new ratio is not given, then we will assume gain ratio and new ratio is equal. Then we will assume gain ratio and new ratio is equal. It means it means we no need to it means we no need to calculate gain
It
ratio.
means
It means we no needs to calculate it means we no needs to calculate gain ratio. Okay, but but if new ratio is given in the question, but if new ratio is given in the question, but new ratio is given in the question, then we needs to calculate then we needs to calculate gain ratio. Then we needs to calculate gain ratio, and the formula is new ratio minus old ratio, and the formula is new ratio minus old ratio. Okay, note it down fast.
sir in the formula.
The formula is new ratio minus old ratio. Okay, did you take note of it? ये सब लिखा तुमने नोटबुक में? Have you noted down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Next is, okay, then start preparing balance sheet. Give me a 2 minutes. Give me a 2 minutes. Start preparing balance sheet. Transfer all the assets and liabilities accordingly. I'll come within 2 minutes. Give me a moment. Let me delete previous question. Okay. Can I start? The goodwill part we will discuss after some time. Let's start with posting part first. Cash. Cash will go in cash account, right? To balance brought down, and the amount is 9,000. Then sundry debtor assets, inner column, the amount is 10,000. Furniture, leave some lines. The amount of furniture is 25,000, inner column. Computer, the amount of computer is 43,000, inner column, obviously. And vehicle, the amount of vehicle is 45,000. Okay, now come to the liability side. In liability side, first is sundry creditor. So we'll put in liability sundry creditor 20,000, outer column, no adjustment. Then bills payable 4,000, outer column, no adjustment. Capital, so we'll write in partners capital account, credits and buy balance brought down. First name the partners capital, Shah Lodha Dhule. Shah Lodha Dhule. Okay. Buy balance brought down. What is the balance? 45,000, 35,000, 27,000, right? So 45,000, 35,000, and the next is 27,000. Okay. So posting part is done. Now let's come to the adjustment number 2. Goodwill part we will discuss after some time. Come to the adjustment number 2. Computer to be depreciated by 10%. Okay. So charge depreciation on computer. So less depreciation 10%. 43,000 10%. And it should be 4,300 minus it. 43 minus 4, 39. 38,000.
38,700.
Yes, 38,700. And the second effect of depreciation will go revaluation account to computer 4,300. Am I right? Furniture to be revalued at 27,500. Okay. Acha, what was the value of furniture in our balance sheet? 25,000. Now it is revalued at 27,500. So 27,500 should be in outer column. So it must be appreciated. That's why it became 27,500. It must be appreciated. So appreciation we have to add. Add appreciation. Am I right? Yes, sir. You are always right. Correct. 25 plus 2,700. Sorry, 2,500. When you plus 2,500 in 25,000, you will get 27,500. And the second effect of furniture will go in revaluation account credit side. Why? Because it is appreciation, it is profit. Buy furniture. And the value is 2,500. Vehicle appreciated by 20%. Why is vehicle? 45,000. So it is appreciated. Appreciated means plus or minus? Plus. So add
Plus.
add appreciation. Appreciation by 20%. So plus 20%. 45,000, 20%. It is 9,000.
9,000.
Yes. So plus 9,000, 45 plus 9, answer is 54,000. Am I right? And the second effect of appreciation will go in credit side. Why? Because appreciation, again, it is our profit. So buy vehicle, 9,000. Okay. Understood? Then fifth adjustment. See the fifth adjustment. RDD was no longer necessary. RDD was no longer necessary. What does it mean? Now you tell. Now you want, I want answer from your side. RDD was no longer necessary. What does it mean? I have taught you this thing so many times. Now I want answer from your side. RDD was no longer necessary. How will you treat this adjustment? Yes.
सब प्रॉफिट है ये आईडीडी,
Profit है. How did you say
क्योंकि ये
profit?
नहीं
How can you say profit? RDD was no longer necessary. What does it mean? It means we don't need to maintain RDD, right? Right now, we do not need to maintain RDD. It means earlier in our balance sheet there was RDD 1000. See your balance sheet. Earlier in our balance sheet there was RDD 1000. Now your adjustment says you don't need to maintain RDD 1000. So it means outer column, how much will come? 10,000. Yes, sir. Outer column 10,000 will come because we do not need to maintain RDD. So RDD is loss. Now your adjustment says we do not need to maintain loss. It means it is profit, na? It means we do not need to maintain loss in our balance sheet. It means it is profit. हमको लॉस रिकॉर्ड करने का जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि हमको प्रॉफिट हुआ है. So that 1,000 will be your profit. So second effect of 1,000 will come revaluation account credit side by RDD. Did you understand? You understand how it will come? बेटा पहले बैलेंस शीट में आरडीडी था 1,000 का. एडजस्टमेंट बोलता है वो आरडीडी मत लगाओ, जरूरत नहीं आरडीडी लगाने का, लॉस नहीं होगा तुमको. तो डेटर 10 के 10 रहेंगे क्योंकि आरडीडी नहीं लगाना है. और आरडीडी तो लॉस था ना, वो नहीं लगाना है. वी डू नॉट नीड टू चार्ज लॉस, so it is our profit. And that's why the second effect will come revaluation account credit side 1,000. I hope you understand. Okay, this is very very important adjustment for the RDD. Clear? Now the last part is goodwill. For goodwill, you have to come again this. Okay, see in this problem first we have to raise the goodwill, then we have to write off the goodwill. In this problem first we will raise the goodwill, then we will write off the goodwill. Sir कितने amount पे raise किया? Sir what is the amount of goodwill? That we already calculated, right? By average से हमने calculate किया ना. See the first slide. See the first slide. What is the amount of goodwill? Our average profit would be our goodwill, and our average profit is 26,000. That's why our goodwill amount is 26,000. So first we have to raise the goodwill among the all partners, 26,000. So what would be the journal entry for it? What would be the journal entry for goodwill? Goodwill raised. Journal entry for it. Tell me. I want journal entry for goodwill raised. Goodwill is raised. What is the journal entry? Come on. Goodwill account debit to all partners capital account or old partners capital account. So journal entry is goodwill account debit to Shah's capital to Lodha or to Dhole. Okay, you understand? So Shah capital, Lodha capital, Dhole capital. So goodwill account debit to Shah, Lodha or Dhole. Goodwill account debit. Okay, what is the amount of goodwill? 26,000. Yes. Now distribute this 26,000 among all partners in their old ratio. 4 is to 3 is to 3 and let me know the answer fast. Distribute 26,000 in 4 is to 3 is to 3 and let me know the answer. 4 is to 3 is to 3. Please turn on your mic and answer. I'm not able to see your chat. Vikram, what is the answer? 10,400, 7,800, 7,800. Correct? 10,400, 7,800, 7,800. Yes. Okay. So this is the answer. So this is the first entry. This is the entry for goodwill raised. Now the second entry is goodwill written off. We have to write off also. Sir, आपने क्यों write off किया? Because I'm not saying, your question is saying. See the last adjustment. It was decided that goodwill should not appear in the books. Goodwill should not appear. What does it mean? It means new partner has decided to write off the goodwill. New partner has decided to write off the goodwill. It means goodwill should not appear in the books. See, this is the indirect way to say goodwill written off. They did not say directly. They said indirectly. Goodwill should not appear in the books. It means you have to write off goodwill. Okay, goodwill को write off करना है. So now the second entry you must pass. Goodwill written off. Goodwill written off. And what would be the entry for goodwill written off? Come on. क्या एंट्री आएगा? Yes, new partners capital account debit to goodwill account. New partners कौन है? Who is the new partner? Shah's capital account debit. This is the fixed journal entry. Shah's capital account debit. Dhole's capital account debit to goodwill account. Am I right? Now distribute this 26,000 between Shah and Dhole. In which ratio? In which ratio? Gain ratio. Yes. In which ratio? Gain ratio. Always. And what was your gain ratio? We have already calculated, right? Gain ratio 8 is to 1. 8 is to 1 is our gain ratio. So divide 26,000 between Shah and Dhule in the ratio of 8 is to 1. Jaldi jaldi divide and let me know the answer. Yes, answer came from Bikram. 17,333,8,667. Bikram, are you using calculator by any chance? No, na? Don't use calculator. Don't use calculator, dear. 17,000 triple three 8,667. Yes, total is 26,000. Correct. So this is the, yes, yes, beta. Good, good. Yeah, if you solved, then it's good. So 17,333,8,667. Total is 26,000. So this is the two journal entry for goodwill. Now we have to transfer this journal entry into ledger, into our ledger account. Now you know the procedure, right? How will you transfer? Goodwill account debit to Shah, Lodha, Dhole. So in goodwill account, go to debit side and write all three partners capital with amount. Do it. Go to goodwill account debit side. Do as I say. Goodwill account debit side. Goodwill account debit side, right? To Shah's capital, to Lodha's capital, to Dhole's capital. To Shah's capital, Lodha's capital, Dhole's capital. 10,400, 7,800, and 7,800. Did you write? Okay, now give second effect. Where you will give second effect? Where you will give second effect? In partners capital. Which side? Credit side. Yes, buy goodwill. See, first go to goodwill account debit side and write all partners. To Shah's capital, to Lodha's capital, to Dhole. Okay. What was the amount? What was the amount?
10,400, 7,000,
10,400.
7,800.
How much?
7,800.
7,800 and 7,800. Correct.
Yes.
Now the second effect, go to partners capital account, credit side and write buy goodwill. $10,400, 7,800 and 7,800. Okay. So this is the first entry which we done, which we are done. Then second, written off. And what is the journal entry for written off? New partners capital account debit to goodwill account. So in goodwill account, go to credit side and write by Shah's capital and by Dhole's capital. And what is the amount? Pooja, what is the amount?
Uh, 17,333, 8,667.
8,667. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, beta. Now give the second effect. Buy का करेंगे to goodwill. 17,333 and 8,667. Is that clear? Now we are done with all the adjustments. We are done with posting part. And the last part is totaling. close your revaluation account first. Tell me which side is heavier. I think credit side is heavier. What is the total of credit? 9 plus 2, 11 plus 1, 12. 12,500 is the total of credit. Write the total of credit both this side, and from 12,500 minus 4,300, so you will get balance. How much? 8,200. Okay, 8,200 is the balance. This is profit or loss? This is profit or loss? Tell me, this is profit or loss? This is called,
Profit.
yes. See, in your objective, sometimes they will ask like, this is called credit balance of revaluation account. This is called credit balance of revaluation account. If credit balance of revaluation account, then it is profit. If debit balance of revaluation account, then it is loss. Okay. So in objective, they will ask such type of question. You just take note of it. This 8,200 is which balance? This is credit balance. Sir, why it is credit balance? It is appear on debit side and you said it is credit balance, because my dear, credit side is heavier. Credit side is heavier. That's why it is called credit balance. If debit side is appear, then we will call debit balance. So which side is heavier? Accordingly, you have to treat balance. In this problem, which side is heavier? Credit side is heavier. So whatever balance will appear, it should be credit balance, because credit side is heavier. If debit side is heavier, then whatever balance appear, it should be debit balance, because debit side is heavier. Understood? तो ये प्रॉब्लम ये पूछते हो लोग ऑब्जेक्टिव में. निदा, पूजा, विक्रम, समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं तुम लोग को? ये सब नोट करके रखो बेटा, ये सब नोट करके रखो, ये आएगा ऑब्जेक्टिव में. डेबिट बैलेंस ऑफ रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट, प्रॉफिट और लॉस? लॉस. क्रेडिट बैलेंस ऑफ रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट, यस इट इज प्रॉफिट. दिस इज कॉल्ड क्रेडिट बैलेंस, एंड क्रेडिट बैलेंस इज प्रॉफिट. देखो सिंपल बता देता हूं, सिंपल बता देता हूं, कभी लाइफ में मिस्टेक नहीं करना. व्हाट इज द रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट? व्हाट इज द रूल ऑफ नॉमिनल अकाउंट? डेबिट ऑल एक्सपेंस एंड लॉसेस, credit all income and gain. Am I right? This is the rule of nominal account. Debit all expense and losses, credit all income and gain. If it is debit balance, then 100% it is loss. And if it is credit balance, then it is profit. Simple. तो अगर पूछते हैं वो लोग क्रेडिट बैलेंस ऑफ दिस अकाउंट, क्रेडिट बैलेंस ऑफ दिस अकाउंट, अरे वो प्रॉफिट ही होगा मेरे भाई, बिकॉज क्रेडिट ऑल इनकम एंड गेन. एंड इफ इट इज डेबिट बैलेंस, देन इट शुड बी लॉस. अब तुम मिस्टेक नहीं करोगे. नाउ यू नेवर डू मिस्टेक. Clear? Have you understood? Debit balance, loss. Credit balance, profit. Simple. This 8,200 is called credit balance, and this is the profit. And profit we will transfer in partners capital account in their old ratio. Now transfer it by partners capital. Distribute and transfer. Distribute and
सर टू
transfer.
लिखिए, टू पार्टनर्स
Sorry.
कैपिटल.
Two. डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके बता बेटा. Someone has answered. Let me check who answered. 3280 Okay. So for Shah, it is 3280, correct? For Lodha, It is 2460. And for Dhole, it is 2460. Correct? I hope you are giving correct answers. Huh? Otherwise, our balance sheet will not get tally. Okay, now transfer this profit into partner's capital account. So by revaluation account 3280 2460 and 2460. Okay, 3280 2460 2460. Is that clear? Now the second part is close your partner's capital account. But which partner you are supposed to close first? Which partner's capital you are supposed to close first?
Lodha.
Lodha. Why? Because he got retired.
Retired.
Yes. Tell me the total. Tell me the total of Lodha. What is the total of Lodha? 45260. Correct? Yes, it is 45260. 45260. Am I right? Yes. Now see, debit side is empty. We don't have any amount for subtraction. Now see the adjustment last. The amount payable to Lodha is transferred to his loan account. So whatever amount payable to Lodha, we will transfer to his loan account. How much amount is payable to Lodha? First, his capital, goodwill, and profit. So total 45,260. This amount is payable to Lodha, and we will transfer this amount into his loan account. Am I right? Yes. So 45,260. Transfer the entire amount to his loan account. To loan. And loan, the second effect on loan, definitely it will come in liability side 45260. Understood? 45260. Now close the remaining partner's capital account. Close the remaining partner's capital account. The total is 37,260. 37,260. And what is the total of Shah? 58,680. 58,680. 37,260. Okay, now minus this. कितना आया? 41,347 is for Shah, right? 41,347 is Shah's amount. Yes, और लोधा का है 28,593. Okay, done. Done. Dola 28,593. Yes, beta. Yes. Now transfer this amount, dear. Transfer this amount into liability side. Shah and Dhole. Capital account. Shah Dhole. 17333 and 8667. Okay. Sorry. 41347. Sorry. And 28593. Okay. And see, goodwill account got tally. Cash account, transfer the balance of cash 9,000 into asset side. Buy balance carried down 9,000 and cash 9,000. Okay. Now tell me the total of balance sheet. 69940. And tell me the total. Vikram, balance sheet got tally? Yes, tally ho gaya. Vikram answered 139200. 139200. 139200. Okay. Yes, our balance sheet got tally. Yes, beta. Okay. Fine. ठीक है. ठीक है.
हेलो सर.
हाँ बेटा.
सर अब कब से चालू होगा क्लास?
अपना ये फिजिकल क्लास
नहीं सर, ऑनलाइन.
ऑनलाइन चालू तो है. ये बाकी
सारे
सब सब्जेक्ट,
सब्जेक्ट सर.
बाकी सब सब्जेक्ट का.
यस सर.
हाँ, अभी बाकी सब सब्जेक्ट का अभी मैं करता हूँ, नेक्स्ट वीक से करता हूँ. आपका एग्जाम
यस
का
सर.
टाइम टेबल आ गया क्या?
नहीं सर, टाइम टेबल नहीं, तो भी सर पढ़ने के
चा-
लिए फिर टाइम चाहिए रहेगा
4
ना.
में से है, 4 में से मेरे पास आ गया डेट, 4 में से.
कंफर्म सर?
जी, कंफर्म. योर एग्जाम विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 4th May. ओके. सो जैन, फेब, मार्च,
तो
अप्रैल,
सर चालू करवा दीजिए लेक्चर्स प्लीज सर.
4 महीना है हमारे
यस
पास.
सर.
हाँ, मैं करा देता हूँ चालू. सी देखो,
इंग्लिश का तो कुछ स्टार्ट भी नहीं हुआ है.
उसमें हमारा जो है ना, वो थोड़ा पेमेंट का इशू है, दूसरा कुछ इशू नहीं है. बहुत ही बैलेंस चढ़ चुका है और बच्चे धोखा देते हैं, क्या करें.
सर जिन्होंने भरा उनके लिए तो करवा दीजिए.
हाँ, वही अभी करवाना पड़ेगा चालू.
हाँ सर.
जी. आपके डीपी सर आ गए क्या? क्योंकि मैं तो हूँ नहीं
वो
मुंबई में,
एक दो
मैं
दिन
बाहर
में
हूँ.
आ जाएंगे बोल रहे.
हाँ.
बोले एक दो दिन में आ जाएंगे.
अब गांव में है वो?
साउथ गए, साउथ
साउथ गए?
घूम रहे.
घूम रहे?
हाँ जी.
कोरोना में घूम रहे?
यस सर.
अच्छा, ठीक है, चलो जब आ जाए तभी करते हैं.
ओके
अभी
सर.
अच्छा मुझे बताओ, इकोनॉमिक्स ओसी में और इकोनॉमिक्स मैं ले रहा हूँ ना, इकोनॉमिक्स ओसी तो तुम्हारा मैं ले रहा हूँ, राइट?
यस सर.
अच्छा, अभी मैं क्या करता हूँ, नेक्स्ट वीक से ना अपन ओसी भी थोड़ा बहुत चालू करते हैं. ठीक है.
यस सर.
ओसी और इको
सर
में
और
माइक्रो
एसपी को
इकोनॉमिक खत्म हो गया क्या पूरा?
नहीं
नो
सर,
सर.
सर आधा बाकी है. आधा.
आधा बाकी है.
आधे से
यस
भी
सर.
कम हुआ है. 6.B तक हुआ है बस.
तो इतना टाइम मैडम ने किया क्या है?
पढ़ाती थी सर, लेक्चर्स तो लेती थी ठीक से, लेकिन अभी बाकी है बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन.
अच्छा, ठीक है. इकोनॉमिक्स। चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ मैं स्टार्ट करवाता हूँ। तुम रात को पढ़ने को तैयार हो गया?
यस सर, रेडी हम लोग। आप लेक्चर रखिए
कितने
बस।
बच्चे
अभी
सर?
देखो, अभी भी देखो, अभी मैं सुबह ले रहा हूँ ना, तो कितने बच्चे आए देखो खाली। रुको, आज 7 बच्चे आए, 6 बच्चे आए खाली। तो देखो तुम लोग ही आने वाले हो, बाकी तो किसी को इंटरेस्ट है नहीं, तो उसको मैं छोड़ देता हूँ। तो क्योंकि अभी क्या है मालूम है, इसमें मुझे मुझे ही पढ़ाना पड़ेगा बेटा, ऐसा है सब। आप समझ रहे हो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
यस सर।
यस सर।
क्योंकि आप भी मेरे सिचुएशन समझो, क्योंकि देखो वो लोग मानेंगे नहीं कि उनका पैसा उनको चाहिए भाई। उनको तो उनका पैसा से मतलब है, और अभी बैलेंस अपना बहुत चढ़ चुका है। तो अभी मुझे लगता है कि मुझे ही पढ़ाना पड़ेगा। तो एक काम करो ना, मुझे एक काम कर निदा,
यस सर।
इकोनॉमिक्स का जरा कितना चैप्टर हुआ है वो जरा भेज मेरे
सर मैंने
को।
आपको सब भेजा है।
तो वापस जरा उस पे हाईलाइट कर तो मेरे को मिल जाए वो।
अच्छा ओके सर।
उस पे जरा वापस, वो मेरे को पर्सनल चैट पे भेज, तूने ग्रुप में भेजा है क्या?
नहीं सर, आपको भेजा है,
हाँ,
पर्सनल
वापस
भेजा है
वापस
आपको।
जरा उस पे हाई करके भेजना मेरे को, हाँ।
ओके सर।
एक बार जरा हाई करके भेज, मैं एक रिव्यू कर लेता हूँ। और फिर नेक्स्ट वीक से अपन, अगर तुम रात को आओगे पढ़ने को, लेकिन 9 बजे का चलेगा ना? 9 बजे रात को आ सकते हो तुम?
हाँ
नौ-
ठीक है सर, पर सर चालू कर दीजिए सब, क्योंकि हम लोग को पढ़ना है फिर। और
ठीक है, और जितना पढ़ा है उतना तुमने पढ़ लिया सब अच्छे से?
यस सर, आप प्रैक्टिस तो करते हैं।
नहीं नहीं, थियरी की बात कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ सर, थियरी भी अभी कॉलेज में रहता है तो फिर वो सब भी करना पड़ता है ना, तो वो
अच्छा
सब।
अच्छा, मतलब पढ़ रहे हो ना तुम, कोई चिंता नहीं है।
नहीं सर, बट आगे का तो फिर पढ़ेंगे,
हाँ
पढ़ना
हाँ
है
हाँ,
ना।
मैं करा देता हूँ, मैं करा देता हूँ, मैं खुद
हाँ
पढ़ाऊंगा,
सर।
चिंता क्यों करते हो तुम? मैं खुद हूँ यार, मेरे को पूरा सब आता है।
हाँ सर।
हाँ चलो, अपन अगर तुम रात को रेडी हो तो फिर मेरे को कोई वांदा नहीं है, तो अपन धीरे धीरे करके खत्म कर देंगे, चिंता नहीं कोई। ठीक है?
यस सर, रेडी हम लोग।
ठीक है ना, चलो ओके।
9 से 11 भी चलेगा।
हाँ हाँ, कोई वांदा नहीं, चलो फिर ठीक है। तो एक काम करो, फिर मैं लेक्चर रखता हूँ तुम्हारा। अभी आज कौन सा वार रहने का? कल तो अपना अकाउंट का ही लेक्चर रहेगा, ठीक है, एज यूजुअल।
यस सर।
कल अकाउंट रहेगा, और परसों संडे को पढ़ोगे कि छुट्टी चाहिए?
चलो
नहीं सर, छुट्टी नहीं
चले।
चाहिए।
शाम को लेकिन
हाँ ओके, चलेगा, छुट्टी नहीं चाहिए।
नहीं चाहिए ना? तो एक काम करो, संडे को आ जाओ तुम, रात को 9:15 के आसपास आ जाओ।
हाँ सर, चलेगा।
ठीक है ना? और
यस।
पढ़ा देता हूँ मैं इको चालू करता हूँ तुम्हारा इकोनॉमिक्स। हेलो?
यस सर, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
है ना? तो मेरे को खाली एक निदा, तू जरा पिंग कर, और मेरे को ना
यस सर।
इकोनॉमिक्स का टेक्स्ट बुक भी भेज व्हाट्सएप पे। ठीक है, चलो बाय बाय, टेक केयर।
हाँ सर।